Okay, so yeah, I guess my introduction is not in there, but everyone here already heard it. So the first person on the list right now is Debba Jyoti from India. Let's go ahead and have you introduce yourself. As like I said, this information: name, location, fun fact, courses, all that.
Hi everyone, Debba Jyoti Majumdar from Calcutta, India, Kolkata now. Some lot of familiar faces here. I think we're connected on LinkedIn and other places. So I am an academician. Currently, I work for a company called Akash Byju's. You must have heard the name Byju's, which is a sponsor of the FIFA World Cup this year. And Think and Learn Group is currently the global biggest edtech firm. We have 21 group companies. Akash Byju's was acquired last year. It was called Akash Educational Services Limited. Now it is called Akash Byju's. We have about 280 branches across pan-India. I take care of 14 of those branches in the state of West Bengal, Eastern India, and part of Bihar state. So that's my region. I'm the academic director and dean. So basically faculty recruitment, faculty training, faculty performance management, student and parent interaction. So I've been an academician throughout. Primarily first 14 years I was teaching in business schools and also administering. Akash is into test preparation. Like in India, we have the medical entrance and the engineering entrance, the big ones. So we prepare students, the high school students, for those entrance exams. So that's our main forte. Apart from this, we also do some coaching for the senior school, class 8, 9, 10. That's me. And regarding fun fact, well, I'm too much talker. I talk too much. I'm an Aquarian, and it's very difficult. And plus, I'm a teacher by background. That's my core skill. Teacher and trainer. So I know how to start, I don't know how to stop. That's the fun fact maybe. Like traveling, been to some countries, been to Europe thrice, still to go to States, and I will try my best to come to Connects next year. This year it was online and it was late night, and it started at 5:30 India time, and believe me, I was literally dozing off after a long day when in the night time, when the last few sessions were happening, but really enjoyed. Courses, I completed the certificate of specialization in leadership and management. I did strategy, negotiation, and organizational leadership. Next Wednesday, my sustainable strategy course is starting, going for disruptive next. And then early 2023, I'll go for design thinking. So 6 papers will actually qualify me for 3 specializations. That's the target as of now. One thing to share with you, happy news, like just funny, just sharing as friends. I completed the certificate, I think in April. And basically our appraisal happened in February. And I got an increment. And then once I sent this certificate, and in my LinkedIn also I was making a few moves. So I got a second appraisal. So that is one leverage I did for this Harvard course. So I wanted to share this happy news. So I'm sticking on for the time being. As an academician, my interest is teaching, training, edtech. So anyone has any assignment, I have a lot of time these days. This is why I'm doing the courses, because like at this level, hardly there is operational load. I travel a bit, but otherwise I'm not always engaged because I don't teach here. I am not a science teacher. I'm a management teacher. So administration now happens online. So I'm mainly into administration and management. I address a lot of sessions, marketing sessions, HR sessions. So that is one area where I can contribute. If you have any assignment for me, as of now, I'm not looking for abroad, but anywhere in India, I am available to travel or take any remote session and any kind of training in HR areas, leadership, management, service marketing. That's what I can do. How others can help me, same thing. If you have any good assignment, definitely I'll look into it. I liked Scotty's offer to share. I'll share my resume with you. I think we are in LinkedIn also. So if we can work together, that'll be great. I know Prudence, she's in network with me. I remember she liked a few posts. I remember Tim, right? Sorry, I met you in one more session.
All right.
Sorry, Mrs.
Tim, right? We need to start moving on. We need to move on. So real quick, anyone who wants to leave social media links, we'll do that later. It's good to mention LinkedIn, and I should have mentioned mine as well. But like I said, we have this link. We'll do all that later because some people are still joining. So let's move on. We now have Matheus.
Thierry Vessels. Yes. Hi, everybody. So yeah, I'm Matthias Vessels, but my nickname is Thierry. So Matthias is the name that's registered on the Harvard platform, and I see that with a new platform, everything is linked, which is great. and there's not a separate platform to check in there. So I'm from South Africa. We are in a family business, which is we sell fuel, which is quite a challenge at this stage with the whole global pandemic and the invasion of Russia or of Ukraine. So yeah, Africa, beautiful continent with a lot of potential. Fun fact is only elephants cannot jump from all the animals that's there. They're the only animals that can't jump. Courses, I've taken the leadership principle course last year, which was actually very interesting. And I think, you know, Harvard is an amazing university with global presence. The fact that, you know, this is also now with this Zoom meeting with the people from all around the world, it's amazing. So as I said, I'm from Kroonstad in the Free State in South Africa, and we have a family business, so we sell fuel, and we've also got restaurants and a hotel. So how I can help others is, you know, to survive a pandemic in a let's say a travel industry where and people that need to consume fuel. It is a challenge, but we've done it, and we on the other side. The pandemic is not over yet. There's still a lot of challenges, but I think that's I can give real life case studies like what Harvard is all about, case studies, and where I can, or what other people can help me is also with business and how to run it, and in challenging times like the times in which we are now, because this whole it's affecting the whole world. What's going on now in the Ukraine with high input costs and obviously fuel, which is also increasing everything. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Matus. Next, I noticed we have Xiang, who's actually in Singapore. It's getting late there. So if anyone is in a location where it's starting to get late and need to go to bed, just send me a quick message in the chat and we'll prioritize you guys. But let's go ahead and have Xiang go next, because Singapore, I think it's 10:20 at night now.
11:20, Scotty.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's go ahead and have you get going so you can go to bed. You have work tomorrow, probably.
No, thanks for the consideration. Okay, you all can call me Al. So I've been using Al as in the industry for as long as I, you know. So my full name is Al Yang Xian. Okay, you can call me Al. Right, I'm a Singaporean based in Singapore. Although I've been traveling quite a lot pre-pandemic because of my job, where I deal with due diligence for merger and acquisitions. And I also run factories in China, Shanghai, and India, Noida. I travel quite a fair bit to different parts of the world because I'm handling a APAC role. Right. One fun fact for me was I was a policeman before, doing investigation job, something like the CIA. And the other fun fact is I'm legally trained. Courses that I've completed with HBS is disruptive strategy, negotiation mastery with, and as well, I like the online learning that much that I also completed a physiology with HBX. In terms of profession, there are multiple professions that I'm juggling right now. So I'm actually an adjunct professor with the Singapore Management University, one of the top university in Singapore. I'm also a senior leadership in the senior leadership team in a pharma company, dealing with the distributions for COVID-19 vaccines right now for the whole of Asia Pacific. In addition to that, I'm also a business partner with an e-commerce apparel startup that is the market leader in Indonesia, selling baby clothing. And last but not least, I'm on the board of advisor with an environmental technology company that managed to get Series B funding recently. So how can I help others? I like to do coaching. be it in business or in life? And how can others help me? Well, I'm more than welcome if you guys have anything to contribute in terms of ideas and or topics of interest for the Singapore chapter. I'll be more than happy to to create the bridge from your side of the world to Singapore chapter. Thank you very much, Scotty.
All right. Thanks a lot, Al. I'm Chinese, so I called him Xiang earlier because what I'm used to seeing is Aoyang is his surname and Xiang is the first name. So if anyone's confused, that was just me.
No problem.
Just by instinct. I'm like, oh yeah, Ouyang Xiang, so I'll call him Xiang, and then he's saying, no, call me All. Oh, right, that makes sense. So
because it's too complicated. When I was in the army, it's too complicated for them to call by the full name. So Singapore is a multiracial society, so it's easier for them to call me Al. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if anyone, if I call you by the wrong name, just let me know, because
No problem.
I know sometimes different coaches have different ways of doing things, and I try to make sure I keep that in mind, but sometimes I forget. And then we also, just looking through a list real quick, we also have Helena in Singapore. So let's go ahead and have Helena go next, and then we'll go back to the normal order of whoever is on the list.
Hi, thank you, Scotty. Thank you, everyone. Hi. I'm Helena. I'm in Singapore, and fun fact about me, I spend a lot of time with the Lord. Yeah, I spend a lot of time. Courses I've taken. I did the leadership recently. That's the most recent course. Profession, I'm in real estate. I do investments as well as transactions. So basically anything from leasing, commercial, industrial, private, to sales. Yeah. So recently there have been bulk sales going on of X number of units per block and all that. So how can I help others? Very often, many people, the gift that has allowed me to help other people is actually to navigate the interior world. So other than the exterior world that people are very successful with, it is the interior that sometimes we need a little bit of rummaging and scavenging. So that's how I can help others navigate that world. How can others help me? Well, I'm actually looking for someone to help with the IT part of things, where I have an idea to marry the deficiencies with the surpluses. So basically shortages with surpluses, food shortages, like whether it's in a country or in certain parts of the world, like in Africa, they don't have food. So if there's surpluses in other countries, how do we actually create an app to marry both? So I'm looking into blockchain technology, AI, and all these to do this app. I've got kind of the stakeholders and everything in place. I just need the technology behind it, which I don't have expertise at all in it. I do have a concept, but not the expertise. So I'm looking for help in that avenue. So thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Helena. Just real quick, anyone who didn't hear it earlier, we're gonna go in a certain order, just whatever is on my participants list. I don't know what the order is, but we will prioritize people in time zones that are going to bed soon. So if you're in if you're in Asian or Australian time zone, something like that, just send me a quick message, or East Asian. You'll get those people through first, they can go to bed. And look at the list. Charlie is next. He's in Thailand. So yeah, if you're in Thailand, Southeast Asia, East Asia, Australia, go ahead and message me. We'll make sure you guys go first. All right. So Charlie, how you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Hello, everyone. So my name is Charlie Shaishan Surgeon. I go professionally by either Charlie or Shaishan. I am currently based in Thailand. Fun fact about me. So I am a dual Thai and US citizen. As you can tell, my English is pretty good. I grew up in America for the most part. And another fun fact about me is that I served in the United States Army in the Special Forces as a medic. So I can actually speak 6 languages. So all these languages are pretty much at varying levels. I can speak Farsi, Spanish, Hangul, Thai, Mandarin, and obviously English. For me, what I've done is that I've completed 2 HBS online courses. The first 2 were leadership principles and strategy execution. Currently, I'm in 3 courses at the same time, and this is kind of complexifying my schedule because I no longer have any life on the evenings or on the weekends trying to get these 3 courses done. So right now I'm in power and influence, global business, and disruptive strategy. My profession, so early on I was trained as a microbiologist, then I transitioned as a public health epidemiologist. Currently, I've even gone further and completely switched my career, and I am now managing director on the business side for a pharmaceutical, active pharmaceutical ingredient site. So it's currently very daunting to me, but very challenging and exciting as well. I've always wanted to be on the business side. So what I can ask for others for me to help you is anyone who is interested in mentorship or an empowerment and leadership development. I've got a lot of experience in that, so I'll be open and willing to help anyone. For anyone to help me, what I really need is feedback and open dialogue, especially in cultural diversity, because as I mentioned, even though I'm Asian native, I grew up in America, so coming back to work in APAC has been quite daunting trying to understand some of the cultural differences. So that's all about me. Nice to meet everyone.
All right, thanks a lot, Charlie. And I guess, is there anyone else who is in East Asia, Southeast Asia, or Australia? Okay.
Yogesh, yeah. Yogesh, we're from India.
Well, hang on, because it's not that late for India, so let's keep going down the list.
Okay.
Just real quick, anyone who wants to connect on social media, go to the chat. You can leave your information there. I will send the spreadsheet to everyone later. So going down the list, next person we have is, I might be saying this wrong, Arib Nasir. Arib, are you there? Okay.
Sorry about that. I'm here.
Oh, there you go. All right. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah. So glad to be part of this. Sorry. Weekends are typically kids' time, so they have kind of my divided attention right now. But very nice to meet you guys. My name is Arib. I live in South Florida in Fort Lauderdale. And very happy to be part of this community and hoping to get to know and meet many more of you. As a background, interesting facts, I was born and raised in Pakistan. I've lived in 3 different countries and I think 16 or 17 different cities. I am an attorney. I've been practicing for about 18 years or so. And I'm also have been in a management role in a large organization for the last 11 years. where we have grown from a company of 30, 40 people to a company of about 1,200 people in 15 different states. How I can be part of and contribute to the other people in the community is I could offer my experience in, I guess, in life and in career. And I would love to get the same from the other community members to gain more knowledge, insight into life and career with you guys.
All right, thanks a lot. Like I said, I'm recording this, so if anyone needs this later, just let me know. Part of it is, you gotta take care of the kids, and the other people need to go to bed, or they're still waking up. We are aware, Scott and I, when we talked about the timing, we thought, okay, let's schedule this in the morning for the US, so it's, we can get as many people as possible. We are aware that this is a big benefit for people in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. So in the future, we will equally disadvantage everyone at some point. But at least for this, we want to make sure everyone gets somewhat reasonable access, and then, try to make the information available to everyone. So, yeah, and then since I mentioned Scott, Scott is, he's the other co-host here.
What up?
Have him go and do this real quick.
Hey guys, so my name is Scott Hannigan. I did the negotiation mastery program, and I work in the fashion industry as a sales associate. So for a few orgs that I've worked for, I was one of the top in sales for both Under Armour, and then currently now where I'm at is over at Tommy Bahama, which has been a lot of fun. So because I want to be mindful of everybody's time, what are some of the things that I could definitely help you? And one thing I really, really thrive in is conflict resolution, sales. So the thing that really makes me different is I have exceptional social skills. So I'm able to connect with people very, very easily, and my charisma is very, very high. And I really thrive in problem solving when it comes to individuals. So that's one thing that I'm very, very good at, as well as negotiating. And to be quick, the thing that I'm really looking forward to working with Scotty on is how do we optimize the HBS online community, and how do we make that stronger, and how do we make it more fun? How do we create events that are actually going to be fun, that you're going to want to participate in, right? So I have a bachelor's in marketing from the University of Massachusetts, and I'm really focused on, well, how do we make this better, right? How do we make events that you guys are going to love, and events that you guys are going to want to go to both virtually and in person? So I'm really looking forward to collaborating with Scotty on that. And, I really like helping people accomplish their goals. And that's the thing that I really get excited about, is how do we help somebody get from point A to point B? And how do we do that in the most efficient way possible? And how do we have fun while we're doing that, right? Because if it's not fun, what are we doing, right? It should always be fun. It should always be engaging. And I'm really, really looking forward to getting to know all of you on a deeper level. It's nice to see some familiar faces from Connext. So really, really good to see the whole community here. And I'm looking forward to helping you guys out and to help you guys accomplish your goals. So let me know what I can do to be of use. And, the bullet points are, strong in sales, strong in negotiation, strong in conflict resolution, team dynamics. And again, let me know what I can do to be of use to you in whatever way. So enjoy the call, guys. I'm going to be on here for a little bit longer, but I want to be mindful of the group. So that's me, and I will check you guys out soon.
All right, thanks a lot. And then Scott, since you need to go in a bit, let's go and have you read that letter we talked about. Just so everyone knows, every time we do this, we're gonna pick a couple people and say, all right, write maybe a 200-word letter or something. If you could give this letter to your role model or hero or anyone, something like that, what would you say? And we figured for this first one, it'd be great to have Scott do it.
Yeah. So my role model that I chose for this is Charlie Munger, right? So to be completely transparent, did I prepare a letter? No. I felt the way of how this could add. So, dear Charlie, how did you train your mind to be so strong in both the financial world and in the business world? Charlie, what were some of the things that you overcame, and how did you overcome them in the most efficient way possible? How did you balance being mentally tough while being in markets that were both distressed, markets that were thriving? And how did you manage your emotions efficiently in the marketplace? Dear Charlie, how did you pick the best friends, the best allies? How did you know that Warren Buffett was the right business partner for you? Dear Charlie, what things and what metrics do you consistently go by to gain the highest probability for a successful outcome? Dear Charlie, what's the one thing and the one key thing that you would advise today's generation to focus on? Is it problem solving? Is it creating strong social groups? Is it being a good social broker? Dear Charlie, how can I be like you one day when I'm at your age, or I'm still mentally sharp? Dear Charlie, how can I gain the highest probability that's successful and gain an unfair advantage in the marketplace? And dear Charlie, how can I make the same mistakes that you did? And what are the key things that I need to do to stay mentally strong so that way I don't crumble to the market's pressure? So my thing was called Dear Charlie. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I thrive under pressure. I love the pressure. Never gets old for me. But that was kind of my take. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And, shout out to everybody for being on the call. And I want to also hear what you guys are coming up with too as well. So Scotty, I'm sorry that I didn't write an eloquent letter there for you. However, I still will submit a 200-word essay because I am a man of my word that I would like to think. So back to you, Scotty.
All right, thanks a lot, Scott. I guess what we could do is make that a blog post on the community page or something. Okay, so fun fact, the time zone for India is not an hour off from everyone. It's there's actually another half hour because India kind of straddles, I think, GMT +5 and GMT +6. So they go for GMT +5.5. And so let's go ahead. It's almost 9:15 there. So let's go ahead and have, so if anyone's in East Asia, Southeast Asia, Australia, or India, or, kind of that part, start letting me know. Yogesh is next on the list. And I got a message from, well, I'm not sure where the first name starts and ends, but Paromita Biswas, maybe. We'll go with you second. And anyone else from India and further east, go ahead and let me know, and we will add you to the list, or we'll have you come up next on the order. Real quick, another thing, everyone, stop putting your LinkedIn and all that in the chat. I already put a link there where you can share everything there. So if everyone adds their social media there, that will be much better. Putting it in the chat is going to clog it, and I'm going to have to resend this message over and over. All right. So let's go ahead and have Yogesh go next.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. I could see many people from various countries. So thanks to all for attending this. And I really appreciate Scotty or Japan also. There are also people there, but I could see that other platforms which are reported by HBS are not. So myself is Yogesh Barot. I belong to India, and as far as fun fact is concerned, I am basically a civil engineer. So technically, when I completed my civil engineer, I never thought that I'll be going into management profession, right? So that is how I shifted my focus from building construction around 3 years after completing my graduation in 1990. Then I worked in only one company for 26 years in Ambuja Cement. So out of 30 years of total experience, I worked in one company for 26 years. So that is what actually the thing which I did. And really that helped me a lot as far as my management profession or management skill is concerned. I attended Global Business Certification, which was done by Mr. Forrest Reinhardt. That was an amazing program which I attended, because the company where I was working, that was global company, global wholesale. They are working in around 90 countries, and at that time there are a lot of transfers international also. So that's why I thought if we have some courses which are at global level, definitely it will help our profession. So that is how I completed my Global Business Certification in November 2019. Right, that was the thing. And as far as my profession is concerned, I am a current from last 1 year. After working for 30 years in various corporates, only two corporates only, not various, 2 corporates only in 30 years. Then I started my own management consultancy firm in January 2021. And currently I am helping companies of various size. It may be say a startup, or it may be say advanced company who are working say since many years in the industry. So I help the companies for their total business growth, business development, demand generation, brand building, go to the market strategy, based on a very innovative approach of establishment of customer support group. Because technically, see, any brand you want, any product, they require the customer. So my expertise is I help the companies to bring more and more customers by explaining them this customer's lifetime value. So my expertise is bringing customer to the organization. That is what I have worked for 26 years in Ambuja Cement. So technically, my domain is building materials. So currently, I'm helping various companies in building material, but I can definitely work for any company where, because every company wants the customer. So my expertise is bringing customer to the organization, and how not only bringing the customer, but how we can maintain and make those customers as a brand ambassador. Because it is extremely important. It is not enough to just bring the customer, but customers should have a tremendous experience so that when they go out, they also talk about your brand. So that is what my expertise is all about. And I also conduct most advanced and innovative business workshops for marketing, sales, HR, IT, with very innovative technology with maximum engagement. And I don't only conduct workshops, but I also ensure that the organization who are investing money, investing dollars, they get full return of investment. So my programs are very highly engaging, where 80% of the things they will be doing. And as a moderator, as a trainer, I will be helping 20%, but ultimately they should learn and they should implement. That is what my strategy is. So that is how I do. So how I can help our people who are here, that I can help you, giving say value-added business solutions to your organizations, maybe of any size, maybe startup or anything. And I also can help companies to have a very innovative type of training program for marketing, sales, HR, IT, where full engagement is concerned, and I ensure that full engagement will be there and full return of investment will be there. Now, how can others help me is, they can help me for the business. If they want any support, any value-added business solutions, I am there. I can help them. If they want any most advanced training programs, I can be there. And one more thing, what I request is, recently I also have joined a global organization who are working in 30, their members are from 30 countries. And I am a peace ambassador. There is an agency from Dubai. They have started this peace organization. And
all right, Yogesh, we need to move on. Aaron actually says he needs to go. So Aaron, just want to have you go real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi, Scotty.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for your time. This is Aaron. I'm from the Istanbul chapter. I work there as volunteer. for the chapter as well. So we organize events and everything. So Istanbul is based in Turkey, of course. And instead of talking about the nationalities, I really would love to say I'm from the Mediterranean region, or let's say Mesopotamian region. So it's the Western Asia region, and I go back and forth to Boston and to US a lot for some projects. So I'm just traveling a lot, and then I'm working working with artists and performing arts organizations all around the world. So I'm specialized in creating, leading, and driving meaningful organizations, brands, and societies. And I try to use arts for that. So my profession is like a strategic advisor on those projects. And also the fun fact would be like I got core and then I failed from it. So I failed from the courses, but I gained a lot. I learned a lot from this. So whoever would support my mission to transform the communities using arts or whatever we can do to do that, to reach our goals, I would be glad if anybody can help me about this, and if you need any help from me, just connect me anytime. Thanks everyone.
All right, thanks a lot, Aaron.
Thank
you. Like I said to everyone, we will have this recording. So if anyone misses something, has to leave early, whatever, I can send it later. Okay. Next, Paromita Biswas. I'm not sure where your first name ends, but it's going to have you next. If you're in India, East Asia, or South Asia, East Asia, Southeast Asia, Australia, let me know. You guys can go ahead of, or if there's anyone who needs to leave early, just let me know.
Hey Scotty and everyone. First of all, Scotty, you have pronounced my name absolutely right. It's Paromita, yes. So I'm Paromita Biswas from right now in Bangalore, India. My native in India is Kolkata or Calcutta, however the best way you want to pronounce it, that's all fine. And the course, I've recently been joined as part of Harvard online course. I've been part of 2022 cohort for strategy execution. And I'm a product manager. I'm working with Honeywell. I'm primarily working on the SaaS and the IoT side of it for the security solutions, building technologies. I'm also working on the product management operations of the niche part of it to streamline the overall product management process within a specific SBU of the organization. And I'll come to the fun fact at the last, but how can you help others? Okay, I can definitely help others with respect to anything on the product space or anything as part of IoT or SaaS, as part of my knowledge goes, so as part of my 12 plus years of technology industry experience goes and all. I can also help others in anyone if it would be interested to know something about the Bengali culture of India, if anyone. That's absolutely as part of the cultural inclination, that's all. And or anything that comes up as part of our journey to know each other as we connect with each other, that's it. And we keep on evolving and we look forward. I will look forward to help in any possible way, the best I can. And how can others help you? Yeah, I'll come to that with the fun fact. So the fun fact is I love to know about the culture of the people, and that is across the globe. Like, maybe as of today, what I would want is that across the world, for anyone, however the people and the cultures exist, I would love to explore every culture existing in the world. And that is what I would look forward to. And if yes, anyone can help me on that part, and as part of any learning going on the professional side, like in leadership, strategy, management, if anyone can help me, yes, it would be a lovely experience in this community. And just a special mention, from very recently, I've been a bit inquisitive about how to join World Economic Forum's a part of it. I've been trying to reach out to them via emails and all, but I'm not getting any proper response. I'm not able to register on their link as it is. So if anyone can help me on that part, if I can join or direct me to someone, who will be helpful in that. So that would be, I'll be extremely grateful and thankful. But yes, everyone, it's lovely to know you. It's lovely to connect with you. And thank you for your time, and thank you for your interest to connect and be on this platform.
All right, thanks a lot. Next up, we have, if I'm saying this right, Haroon or
Yeah,
Aaron?
Yeah,
Aaron,
that's
okay.
correct. Yeah, hello, good morning, everyone. Can you hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay, so my name is Aram Akmal, and currently I'm in Houston, Texas. I'm basically from Pakistan. I shifted to US in 2019. I'm a HR professional, and I've done my MBA in Human Resource Management from NAS Business School. And currently I'm working as a recruiter with CGL. And in Pakistan also, I had experience in working with a consulting firm and with nonprofit as a HR business partner. And so when I came to US, the COVID hit, so I had a hard time in finding a right job. So that was really challenging. I worked at Macy's and then with T-Tech, and then finally I got my field-related job. So that's about my profession. How can I help others since I'm working as a recruiter? So if anyone needs any help in resume building, in conducting mock interviews, how to build your LinkedIn profile, because we are using the application tracking software and we are using LinkedIn Recruiter. So I can help you guys in, preparing for the interview, and if anyone is struggling for the job, I can definitely help out. I'm also a volunteer on multiple platforms like Between Job Ministry, and we do have another job networking group that I'm helping with. I'm also helping the Nustian USA chapter as a volunteer. And the fun fact about and how others can help me, I'm looking forward to I recently joined the online course for the business analytics. So I'm looking forward to do my MBA over here. So I'm looking for the options. And the fun fact about me is that, I like to travel. I like exploring culture. So if anyone would like to know about the Pakistan culture, the Asian culture, I can help in that. Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, Aaron. Next up, we have Haroon. How you doing?
Good, thank you, Scotty, and hi everyone. It's very nice to be part of this group, and I was looking forward for a chapter event, and thankfully this came the first event, as I'm part of Istanbul chapter as well, but I'm new. We didn't have any event in Istanbul. So my name is Haroon Arman, and I'm from Turkey. I live in Turkey at the moment. I studied in Turkey and United States. I worked in different companies and NGOs, but recently I took over a company as like my first startup, we could say, and currently running a tourism company in Turkey. We have quite a bit of attention for medical travel to Turkey from Europe and United States. The prices especially for cosmetics and dentistry, are less than half of from the Western countries. Therefore, we have many people coming in for treatments to Turkey, and our company is particularly specialized in this area, and we have over 50 hospitals and clinics in our network, and we help people. We organize their trip, their procedure here, and hopefully it will get better because the COVID is over. There are now more people are coming, and I took Management Essentials program during the COVID lockdown, and it was actually a momentum for me that I maybe should try something for myself as an entrepreneur. And it actually helped me to maybe consider this option more seriously. Am I using everything in that course at my current startup? Well, I don't know if you've taken Management Essentials, but it is not easy to put everything together and then put them what you learned into practice. But I'm getting there. I'm just trying to slowly put things together and make it like more compatible with the course content. I didn't have any other course from Harvard. I'm looking actually forward to get few others as well, because management essentials were fun, and I'm sure the others are very good. I'm very curious about disruptive strategy, as it also may work for me as well. And how can I help to others? I have been part of an executive education group in Turkey for like long time. It was a volunteer job for me in this organization, and we reviewed many case studies. So I really like reading case studies, discussing case studies, and I also run a few case study sessions over there in English. So apart from my job and my profession here, obviously you all are welcome to Turkey, and be happy to help you in that as well. But other than that, I would be very happy if there is an online case study discussion group I could be taking part, or maybe we could even do some case studies together. If necessary, I can facilitate and run the sessions as well. How others can help me, I would be very happy to hear your general comments about maybe different work options, different cooperations with my work, and how we can actually improve it, and so on. And I would also like to hear your opinions about different courses, different Harvard programs, and maybe if there is someone who took my management essentials and other courses and who think they're complementary other programs, I would be very happy. I'm also considering maybe an MBA program, not now, but maybe in a few years. Also, any suggestion regarding that would be welcomed. And
all right, Haroon, thanks a lot. We need to start moving on. So
right.
Next up, we have Judy in London. How you doing?
Good. Hello, everyone. So my name is Judy, and the location is right now in London. I originally from China. Spent 10 years in United States. Actually, 5 years was in Boston, and my apartment right outside the Harvard. Spent a lot of time on Harvard campus actually. And last year I moved to London. And the fun fact, I'm also 5-star Airbnb host. So about like 3 years ago, 2017. I started run like an Airbnb experience about tea ceremony, and during my day off, and raise up the money for the nonprofits, environmental related. So actually last week I got invited to become ambassador for the one nonprofit, which is called Wide Europe. You guys can check them out. And the courses. So last year I did a lot of Harvard online course. So probably like a 7 certification course last year. So, one of the courses influenced me a lot is the strategy course, disruptive strategy course, and profession. So I'm a serious entrepreneur and also angel investor in tech area, like education tech. And a couple startup I invest in actually are run by Harvard graduates, which also incubated from the Harvard Innovation Center. And also I'm also tea, like I'm also background in tea, like tea industry. So how I can help others? Well, if you guys have some questions about startup, angel investing, and also want to know more about tea or tea ceremony, feel free to reach me out. And how can others help me? Actually, I do have one question for Scotty about this question. So right now I'm in London, and I did look it up online through, I didn't find any like Harvard Business Online meetup in London. So I just wonder how to set it up, because I noticed a lot of students actually are from London.
So we actually have a new organizer in London called Sasha Lopez. Well, he's actually based in Swansea, but he's in London a lot. So if you send, I guess, if you're on WhatsApp or Telegram, either one, just send me a quick message. I'll connect you to him. A Telegram would be better because that's where we're more active. So, or if you need to, you can also scroll up to the top of the chat and get my email, message me there.
Perfect. Sorry, what's the WhatsApp? How I find the WhatsApp group?
Just email me and we'll talk about this later. It's actually better if you do it on Telegram because that's where Sasha is. He's not really on WhatsApp.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And next up we have, I'm not sure if I'm saying this right, Kirill.
Yeah, right. Hi everyone, it's Kirill, my name, or Kirill. It's equal. Originally, I'm from Russia, and now I'm moving to the Philippines in a couple of weeks to start business over there. And the required disclaimer here, I guess, that not everyone in Russia supports our government, and the disaster has happened. So, and as for me, I'm just from fintech company and specialized in sales and marketing there, and I'm in charge for that in company. And I just finished the core last year, the honor course from Harvard Business School online. But in my previous career, I spent a couple of years in Germany, in the United States as well, and I was in charge of connecting Russian and German business together. And my next step, I'm just trying to move on and start business in Southeast Asia. It's kind of a venture for myself, but maybe it's also a kind of my strength, how I could help other people just to connect different cultures in business, because I have some experience in all of the regions. Now it's United States, it's Russia, it's Europe, and it's going to be Asia as well. So maybe that's how could we elaborate it together. I could be helpful for my part, and I will encourage and embrace any help from other people who could advise me, maybe just starting business in different regions, and we can talk about some specifics in each case. And of course, having my experience in sales and business development, I also could be helpful here.
All right, thanks, Dr. Kirill. That was great. Best of luck starting your new business. And anyone who's starting a new business, good luck to everyone. Next up, we have Monique. How you doing? I guess Monique's connection got dropped or something. So next we have Param. How you doing?
Hi, Scotty. I'm good. Hi, everyone. I am Param. I'm living in Abu Dhabi, basically from India. Spent a good amount of years in India, Malaysia, and now in UAE. I am basically into oil and gas. But now I have taken up my new ventures into startup. So I'm gearing up in terms of collecting more information and preparing myself into my new venture. My venture is going to be on green energy as well as alternative battery solutions or energy storage. And with respect to courses, I completed Entrepreneur Essentials beginning of this year, and currently I'm doing disruptive tech and also design strategy and innovation thinking that also started. How I can help others? My experience in oil and gas or into senior management of setting up an operations or to advise on operations, I can extend my knowledge. And I'm very much active in PMI. So anybody interested in the activities of PMI or being a PMPs, I can be a handy contact to get some insights. And one thing I'm looking at is what I'm looking from others. Actually, I'm kind of hunting for a co-founder for my startup. So anyone who is interested in kind of green energy sector or into alternative energy, please ping me. We can share our likes and we can see how we can take it forward from there. That's pretty much about it. Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot. Let's see. After Param, all right, now we have Anna.
Hi everyone. Sorry I was a bit late to the chat. I forgot about it. I'm so sorry. I should also say I have a toddler climbing over the top of me, so apologies for Mickey Mouse in the background, and if I get interrupted, I'll just cut off early. So yeah, I'm Anna. Let me just get the questions up in front of me. I'm from Belfast in Northern Ireland. The courses I've done, I did disruptive strategy last year, which I would really recommend to anybody who's starting a new business or maybe thinking about starting something but really isn't sure how to go about it. I found it really inspiring. And I also did the strategy execution course this year, which I found great as well. Not as good as disruptive strategy, but it was brilliant, and I met lots of really nice people as well. I started my own communications consultancy in 2013. I sold it in 2020, and this year I've just started in a software tech company doing internal communications. So I was the person who asked the question on the WhatsApp group about just anything that you guys are seeing working in your own organizations in terms of internal communications, things that you've seen done in previous organizations, what's working well and things. So I got some really great responses from people, but still welcoming any feedback anybody has. Please get in touch. How I can help others, gosh, I don't really know. I guess with communications, external communications, brand building, whether that's your personal brand or you know, a professional, your own professional brand or a brand that you work for, and how others can help me. I guess I've already answered that question, just with any sort of insights you have into how communications are done in your companies. And I think that's it for me. Hopefully you heard that over the Mickey Mouse noise in the background.
We heard you just fine, Anna. Thank you. And good luck with your kid. And okay, we have two more people, and then we'll be done with the introductions. I know this went a bit long, but like I said previously, you know, it's helping everyone connect socially and professionally. But after this, we'll stay on and talk about connect and other stuff. You know, as organizers, Ouyang, Xiang earlier, me, Nico, Scott, several of us, you know, we do want to make sure that for across this next year, we want to help everyone connect better. Now that we're used to doing things online, but also we're going to start doing things in person again, and then preparing for Connect next year, you know, helping people navigate the event much better. How do you get to Boston? What can you do in Boston? All that. So, okay, let's have Prudence and then Rodelio.
Hello, everyone. I'm Prudence Heinz from Guyana. Well, for you who don't know where Guyana is, we're located in South America. That's next to Venezuela. And recently, you've probably been hearing a lot about Guyana in the news because we've been identified as a country oil producing. We're in the oil producing, one of the top 10 oil producing countries right now. So a lot of opportunities because we are a developing country. So there's quite a lot of opportunities right now in Guyana. Fun fact about me, I like to make others, put smiles on other people's faces. So from time to time, I always make random funny faces at people so that can put a smile on their face. The courses that I would have completed already, I did strategy execution and recently completed disruptive strategy in May. So yeah, I don't know who else would have completed it here. I'm into sales and marketing, so I'm very passionate about what I do. I love helping companies and helping people to realize their potential, similar to Scott. I like to make business strategy. I also do consultancy on the side for those businesses that want to come into Guyana and don't know quite how to do so. I am also doing that and getting into real estate because, as I told you, it's oil producing. We're now developing, so there's a lot of demand for transportation, accommodation, and a lot of services. So I started to do that on the side. I'm working with British American Tobacco Company as a marketing executive there. How I can help others. So whoever has the interest in coming to Guyana to business based on the opportunities that I would have mentioned, definitely if you want to invest here, it is a good investment to make now that we are getting on board with everything for oil. So I'll be happy to assist if you want to partner in terms of business as well. I'll be here looking for partners as well. And how I can help others. I think how others can help me. True, I'm starting up. I'm all over trying to start up and get a piece of the pie what's happening. So I'm starting agriculture for a company. So I'm trying to start up into the agriculture sector. It's something different, but I saw the opportunity. So getting started up in that sector, I don't know if anyone here has experience when it comes to agriculture, particularly with orchids. Yeah, I'm trying to get a farm up and running. So that's it for me.
All right, thanks a lot, Prudence. Next up, we have Rodelio, and then actually after Rodelio, we have Danilo, who just joined. He's the organizer in Miami. So, Rodelio, how are you doing?
Good, thank you. Blessed day, everyone. So my name is Rodelio Creer. I'm here in Alpine, Texas, but I'm originally from the Philippines. Fun fact about myself is that when I took my college course, I took computer science, thinking that because my favorite subject was science, thinking that computer is going to be used as part of studying science, but eventually I found out that computer science is programming. So yeah, that's one funny thing. Courses I took in Harvard would be leadership principles and strategy execution, which I did last year, and I'm going to enroll on the organizational, what's that organizational? I forgot the complete one. Which will be this October to basically finish to have that certificate of specialization in leadership and management. Profession, I graduated as a computer science graduate, but I've been a teacher, a science teacher for almost 20 years now. I'm presently a computer skills and robotics teacher here in Alpine, Texas. And how can I help? I'm also a member of the Maxwell Leadership Certified team, so I can help organizations on doing leadership training, like leadership game. I can do coaching. I can do lunch and learns and stuff. So basically, I carry all the certified courses that John Maxwell have in terms of corporate solutions and all. How can you help me? I just started my Career Leadership Training Academy, LLC, based here in Texas. So you can help me by giving me contacts or organization that would avail of my services so that I can have my business running. So yeah, thank you everyone, and thanks for the time, Scotty.
All right, thanks a lot, Rodelio. I actually know about Alpine a bit. My parents are in Waco. I'm usually in Dallas or Houston, but I've been out to El Paso, and my parents have mentioned Big Bend and some of the cities like Marfa and Alpine. So actually, I was surprised when you said you're Filipino, because I was thinking, oh, Alpine, that makes sense. Oh, wait. Oh, he's Filipino, not Mexican. Wait, because you're on the border. But
right. Yeah, that would be nice. If you tell me when if you drop by Alpine, I'll tour you around. And Big Ben is a nice place to go.
Sounds good. All right, so it looks like everyone on the list has gone. So now we'll go to Danilo, who is the organizer in Miami. And well, okay, I guess I should talk to Danilo about an organizer idea before I tell everyone. But yeah, Danilo, how you doing?
Hey, Scotty. Sorry, I I joined a little bit late, but I was a little bit busy. So yeah, hi everyone. Thanks for joining. I mean, I'm really excited that the community is gaining momentum now with the new platform and everything. And yeah, if by any time you happen to be in Miami, just let me know. Also, if you like to join the chapter, I am planning to organize more in-person events this summer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know, Scotty, if something else.
If you want to throw in how you can help others and how others can help you, and then yeah, we can talk about Connect and stuff you're doing in Miami.
Okay. I mean, right now, I am like more focused on building the community for HBS online. I am trying to reaching out to the alumni network from HBS. Actually, I have the contact, but this difference between HBS online and HBS is something that we need to handle out with them. They are not so like, we are not like very welcome to all their events. So that's something that we need to work out. That's particularly based on my experience with the Florida chapter. But that's pretty much that I am focusing in. If you like to launch an event, co-organize events with your chapter, and you see that there is an opportunity in which we can collaborate, please do that. I think we can do. I think we can do great events. We have previously done that with Scotty and also Nick, that from the Philadelphia chapter, and also with the New York chapter. So yeah, it's really possible to make co-organized events between different chapters. That's one option. From my professional sides, I have my own business. It's based on Miami. We work mostly on the consultancy for enterprise businesses, mostly about cloud migrations, also data science analysis, implementing all the data pipeline and all of that. So yeah, that's pretty much. If you see that there is a potential opportunity for collaborate, please reach out. My contact is on my HBS online profile. So yeah, with that, I think, Scotty, I don't know if you're ready to continue.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put into, I'm trying to copy paste this. Okay, so I'm in the chat. You can share your social media links there. I will, all the responses go to a spreadsheet, and then I'll share that with everyone after this. But I guess, so we've introduced ourselves mostly. Maybe there's a couple people I haven't gotten to. Just let me know if I haven't done that. So yeah, we part of this is also to just talk about what everyone liked about Connect, and in general, maybe there's feedback, suggestions. Part of this is this helps us as organizers figure out for next year how to prepare everyone. For example, we've created a travel guide, so before Connect next year, everyone can see information on where to book rooms, hotels, and stuff like that. Maybe plan, fly in together, and then how to get to Boston. For people coming from other countries, a lot of times, a lot of you guys like to also travel the US a bit. We like to include some information so we can say, after Connect, what do you do? That way, everyone can very, very, early on start planning ahead. So I guess, who here did get to go to Connect?
Oh, I wish I could go.
Yeah, yeah, because for you in Alpine, it's a little harder. You got to drive out to or fly out. You have to drive or fly to a major airport and then connect to Boston.
Right. So I have to drive from Alpine to either Midland or El Paso, and then from El Paso fly to Boston. So yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. And then so Danilo, you were there, but then I think most people on this list weren't able to go, right? Because I know there's still a lot of travel restrictions for various countries.
Mm-hmm.
So Danilo, what did you like?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, no, it was a great event, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this time was different because we had the opportunity. As always, we have the classes, and that are really nice. We have the experience with the professors, and also got the feedback from the community is always great. You have people that really have in-depth experience about some sectors. I was in a class related to negotiation, and we got like really good insights about how that works. So you have different classes, you have the opportunity to share. Also, you have the opportunity to connect, and always go to HBS is good. Also, I remember the first event was about the new book. I don't recall the name of the professor, but was about negotiation. It was really good. I am actually reading the book. I don't know if you had a chance
Wheeler,
to.
I think.
Yeah.
Michael Wheeler, yeah.
I don't know, Scott, if you have the chance to read the book.
Yeah, I guess for a lot of people, what were some of the challenges trying to get to Connect, aside from the COVID restrictions? But for example, coming from a different country, what are some challenges you face? All right, I guess in general, it's just COVID restrictions. So Julie O is, all right, Julie joined us. I just now noticed she hasn't introduced herself. So Julie, let's go and have you do that real quick if you're available. And I will post in the chat, basically, your name, location, fun fact, courses, what you do, how you can help others, how others can help you, stuff like that.
Yeah, hi Scotty. Good morning, actually good afternoon, everyone. My name is Julie Obaso. I'm located in New York City in the Bronx. I took the online course Entrepreneur Essentials last year in October, and it was really intense and really fun at the same time exciting. It was way more than I expected, but it was a really good experience. It's really fun and interesting to see that there's this kind of vibrant Harvard online community going on. I think I joined the New York chapter, but I don't think there's much going on. I signed on, but this is the first kind of event that I've seen, and you guys are where? You guys are in Houston. So it's really nice to see. I'm an entrepreneur. I do e-commerce. I have a digital store online, and I'm also very much interested in the Web3 space. I'm onboarding women, specifically women of color, onto the Web3 space. As you know, it's a very new space and very exciting and a lot going on. So I thought I really wanted to connect with more women who might be interested in that, or any allies really that are in the educational space or ed tech, digital education space. So I felt it would be a nice thing to sort of get involved. And, that's my story. Thank you. I don't have a fun fact. I'm sorry.
So Julie, real quick, for the New York chapter, well, for most chapters, we're just now starting to get active again. Part of it was just COVID restrictions and various things. Also, we have some new organizers. If you guys, actually, I'll post the link. If you go to the new community page, all right, in the chat. So that's the new community page. We're switching over to this page. If you go there, you can see there's events coming up. Some of them are online, some of them are in person. In fact, here's the link for the events. And yeah, if you go there, you can see there's a list view and a calendar view. Actually, I'll share my screen so everyone can follow along. So here's the list and calendar, and all right, so there's the link in the chat. So you can check out, this is today's event. Tomorrow, Istanbul has something. It'll also say if it's virtual or not. So everyone, you can see that, a lot of our events are still virtual. We're still kind of getting used to doing events again. And then calendar, you can see all the events coming up. So yeah, basically everyone, if you go to that page, you can find chapters and figure out which ones are near you and join them. You can join other chapters around the world as well, especially since we're going to have some virtual events and all that. But the main thing really is just if you want to see events, you can reach out to organizers, or you can also put them together, because where the chapters, they say maybe Houston or Miami, it doesn't mean you have to be in Houston or Miami. It's more just that in person, that's where we're going to be mostly, but we can definitely help people in other cities as well. Okay, so Debba Jyoti, raise your hand.
I had a small, like you asked about any challenges we are facing. I heard many of you are into leadership training and development. And to my experience, leadership training is very non-verbal, soft skill part comes in. I am facing one challenge for last 2 years post-COVID, that is online sessions of leadership training. Because what I can do on stage.
Well, are you talking, we're talking about challenges for getting to connect. Are you talking about that or something else?
No, something else, like it's about that topic. So we took it offline or?
Oh, no.
Okay, you asked about
yeah, let's save that for a different conversation. For this one, we're more trying to find out what people thought of Connect, challenges to get there and what people liked and all that.
Okay, no, that's okay. That I think you can manage. Okay. Yeah, one more query. This Excel sheet where we had all filled the form, has that been shared with all of us? Like, I'm not very sure.
What was that?
The Google form which we filled up, or whatever the form we filled up for our data.
No, I'm busy in making sure everyone gets to talk and letting people in and stuff. So I'll share that stuff later.
Okay, sure.
All right, Yogesh, you raise your hand.
Yeah. Scott, I have one just point to discuss. That as I told, I am a peace ambassador from India, and
is this about Connect? Is this about Connect?
No, is this not about Connect actually?
Okay, let's save that for some other time, because everyone got to introduce themselves already. All right.
Okay. Thank you. Sure. Okay.
All right. So, I guess, is there anyone who wants to talk about Connect? Because I know some of you couldn't go. All right. In that
Scotty,
case,
is this just improvements or things that we didn't like?
Anything. Challenges getting there, improvements. I'll admit I don't know how the online experience went, because every time they did it online, I could not pay attention. So, feel free to talk about that. But yeah.
Well, I attended in person. I went over from Belfast. My travels over were all smooth. I saw somebody miss their flight and wasn't able to attend. Obviously that's nothing in your control, but I really loved the experience. I had a great time. So sorry it's not not any improvements, but just to say I really loved it. I have really great memories of it. I thought everything was run really smoothly. Everybody was lovely. I really liked the layout of the day. I think the campus itself is absolutely stunning, and yeah, it's just really great to be there.
Yeah. So when you did it in person in Belfast, how was that? How'd that work?
I flew from Dublin,
Okay.
flew straight into Boston, stayed in a
Oh,
hotel, and just walked across the river, and that was me. I had a lovely day.
okay. So it was actually pretty simple for you then.
Really simple, yeah.
Okay, so I'm kind of curious about something. For you being Northern Irish,
Mhm.
Boston in the U.S. is very famous for its Irish heritage, although there's a lot of other heritages, but we most, the Celtics, right? The Boston Celtics. And
Yeah,
most things we think of Boston, we think of the Irish.
yeah.
So I guess for you being, I mean, I know Northern Irish is a little different, but, coming from the island,
Yes.
I guess, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Culturally, I probably wasn't there long enough to really experience that, but I definitely think going to the East Coast, Boston or, anywhere in New England is probably a lot more, it doesn't feel as alien as going to the West Coast. Yeah, I think people are friendly and have that sort of sense of humor that the Irish would have, probably, is what I would say. But yeah, it's not as long a flight as well. It wouldn't have been doable if it had been on the West Coast. Not that it would be, but for any reason. Yeah, I think Boston's a really cool place. And we obviously had lovely weather that day, which was brilliant coming from Ireland, where there's never any good weather. So yeah, I think I just don't have anything to sort of say improvement wise, but I suppose it's good to have feedback about the things that people enjoyed. And I thought it was a great day. I think everybody obviously worked really hard to make it a good day, but I just think it's important that we recognize that, there was a lot of work that went into it. And I suppose just to say that I, for one, am really grateful for that.
Yeah, that's great. I think I've always said the scheduling for Connect is absolutely amazing for people coming from Europe, Iceland, and Brazil, because for everyone else, waking up for Connect, you're waking up early. But if you're coming from Europe, Iceland, or Brazil, you're able to sleep in a little bit, still go to Connect wide awake, while East Coast people, they're semi-awake, and then Central Time Zone like me and Rodeo and I'm trying to see who else might be in this time zone. But yeah, we'll be awake enough to show up and get coffee, or we might miss the first hour or so. And then people from California are basically they're waking up at 4 a.m. for them, and then so it's a little hard for some of us. Actually, this year I missed a lot of the morning because I was jet lagged from Hawaii. I was there for my parents' 40th anniversary, and then Connect was right after that. So I actually missed the morning. Someone told me that apparently people are looking for me in the morning, and I was still trying to wake up. But yeah, I was coming back from Hawaii for that. So by noon in Boston, that felt like 7 a.m. for me. But yeah, definitely depending on the time zone, going to Connect is definitely a bit of a challenge. And then something that we've kind of talked about is trying to do another event at some point, a bigger event for everyone. But we'll have some more details later. I guess Danilo, for you, because you're already on the East Coast, what was it like for you traveling up and then staying on your own schedule mostly?
No, it's not a challenge like going from overseas or yeah. moving time zones. So yeah, pretty much. Also, actually, I was in New York visiting my uncle, so it was like easy, only taking like a car for 4 hours, and yeah, enjoyed the trip. That's the good thing about like being in the East Coast and near Boston. But I don't know, maybe something that we can like ask HBS is that maybe create distributed connect events, maybe not call them connect, but like some kind of events that can be distributed worldwide and people can more easily access to them. I don't know, it's just an idea. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess that's kind of where the online part came in. Who did the online stuff for Connect?
Prudence.
What was that like?
I would say it was great. It was
Yeah.
excellent execution.
Yeah, definitely. I love the fact that we could have break out and go into classrooms or groups to have chats and network. The ability to do that online virtually while we're in Connect, it makes us feel like we are part of the real session, networking with people while we're at the conference, and the fun part of the photo booths and taking our photos. I love that as well. We were able to share that on LinkedIn. So yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to being there in person for next year, definitely. It's just for us to have a group ahead of time so we can all stay in contact with each other and really plan and get the full opportunities and everything out of the getting there in person.
And Debba, you were saying something like that too. Do you have anything else to add?
Sorry, were you talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed it. No, it was excellent execution. I already gave my feedback with some pointers that I would say where they could have improved it, like with a starting session. I would suggest some more cuts away the slides because they were only showing the slides on the screen at the back, so you couldn't read everything clearly every time. So I would say that that's a suggestion where they can improve that. So yeah, that was, and then also the speaker that asked people questions like cold calls and stuff. I was suggesting in the future you can have the attendance list on an iPad where you can see who are there and who's not there, because he asked for a few people but they weren't in the room. So yeah, and I think with regards to the case study, obviously people who have done more than one course were invited to join into the live session. So, and I think beforehand, next time they need to send out the case study to everybody so that everybody can know exactly the background and follow it better. But besides that, that was amazing.
Yeah. I don't know how the online stuff went, but I do know that in person there were a couple people when they asked when they called, or at least the part when I was there. Since I heard that apparently they called for me in the morning and I wasn't there, but yeah, because I was still trying to wake up. I was like, oh my god, it's so early. But so the afternoon part when I was there, I do remember they called a couple people and hey, what are your thoughts? For example, why do you think Walmart will hold its share against Amazon? Hey, person. Oh, guest person not here. So I think part of it is, I agree. There's a bit of, well, hey, who's here, who's not. I feel like based on the in-person experience, it's probably still a little bit inevitable. Yeah, I mean, yeah, online you can see, oh, that person not here, but even in person, it's like theoretically, I wasn't there in the morning. I can't confirm because I wasn't there to confirm I wasn't there. But the afternoon, I do remember there was maybe one or two people. And part of it was also, I don't know what you could see online, but so you have the auditorium, it kind of goes down, and then you have the big screen. And Joey, I think that's what we're talking about. Sometimes go ahead and cut to the slide directly so you can read it. What you don't see is behind, there's a kind of a lobby with some hors d'oeuvres, or I guess not exactly hors d'oeuvres. It's not quite as upscale, but there's some drinks and fruit and stuff. And so sometimes people are there chatting with each other because they just met, or one of the professors is about to leave. And yeah, so they're trying to catch that person. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's, hey, where's Craig? Craig was here earlier. Well, Craig's in the lobby.
Craig is drinking coffee, yeah.
Yeah,
But
Craig is grabbing some coffee
you
to stay awake because he saw me not being there apparently in the morning.
But usually with conferences, you get a tag where you can check in, and nowadays you can either do it with the QR code, just scan it in. So then it will automatically sync to the iPad, and then they'll know it. I hear what you say. It's just a small thing. Because when it was done, when it was finished, there was an email sent out, and you had to give your review or your feedback. So I gave it to him there.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to see.
Yeah.
I feel like because the online stuff they did before, that's definitely how they're able to say, okay, let's do an online component. But I think we probably saw with the afternoon discussions, we're talking about how do you do kind of that phase 3 hybrid, and that's where you have to have in person and online to then see what is, what could be optimized. Because if it's just online, we're not really thinking about certain things. If it's just in person, we're not thinking about, we're not thinking about, they see the room but not the slide. So
yeah. I do streaming on a regular basis, so I think that's why I look more technical into it. And I also make use of open broadcast software where I stream it to Restream, which is in Texas, and it goes simultaneously to YouTube and Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, I do a little bit of streaming, nothing consistent, nothing amazing, but it is a pretty interesting thing. Pretty easy to start, and then it's just stream wherever you want.
Well, I think it's just growing at the moment, and sometimes Facebook is better than YouTube and vice versa.
Yeah.
In terms of popularity.
Yeah. Wait, so what do you stream?
Well, at church, we stream the service also in a hybrid form, so the people can go to church on Sunday. But because we're still in a pandemic, and there are some people, especially elder people, who don't want to go out or is scared of catching COVID, so we do it on both social media platforms. Instagram, not really Instagram, because of the technicality, and you have to have your cell phone in portrait the whole time, where Facebook and YouTube is more landscape orientated.
Yeah, I feel like send me a quick email. I'll put it into the chat. But send me a quick email. Maybe we can talk about this some more, and then also talk to the HBS Online. I'm not sure which staff is part of that, but I feel like it sounds like stuff you're talking about might be able to help out.
Yeah.
Well, not might be able to help out. Probably, I would say definitely will be able to help out.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you the email.
Yeah. And then real quick, we have a couple more people who joined us. So there's Caroline and Edgar. I guess Caroline, if you want, let's have you introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Caroline from Kenya, and I just joined the community, and I just finished my strategy execution, and I'm just learning what I'm just interested in learning more and trying to connect and get to know people. Thank you so much. I'm in publishing industry. So I'm interested to connect with everyone in the publishing industry. Thank you.
All right. And then Edgar, how you doing? Mr. Baseball here.
Yeah, sorry. The thing is, like here, sometimes the connection is not so good. So kind of normally I use the video, but kind of today because it's Sunday, not really the best. But yeah, here I am. I just finished another course. So yeah, I've been longer in this since I think HBX times. So that makes me yeah. A lot of people would not recognize what was that, but yeah, that was the beginning of all this.
That's great. Yeah, and then I guess Caroline and Edgar, did you two get to join Connect in some way?
Yeah, I've been in touch with the group here in my country. Nowadays it changed because some people went out and to study and stuff, but yeah.
So what was your experience? Oh yeah, Caroline, go ahead.
No, sorry, I'm not in the I just joined the Nigerian chapter, but nothing has happened yet. So I'm based in Kenya, which is in Africa.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm not sure whether there's a Kenyan chapter.
Not at the moment. So far, so actually, I'll share my screen and show you what you can do. So right now, I'll put this into the chat as well. This is the page where you can see the chapters we have. And so everyone looks in the chat, you can see this is the page. And then we don't have Lagos in Africa at the moment. Part of it, there's a couple reasons. So South Africa actually used to have a chapter, but the organizer stepped down, and so there's no one to run that chapter anymore. So that's one reason why it doesn't exist. Funny thing, so people see here you have all these cities. Well, New York City, surprisingly, actually did not have a chapter for a bit because same thing, there were just no organizers at the time. But then we had a couple other cities. I think Seattle had a chapter, but no one was active. So Seattle, the chapter was, I guess, not exactly disbanded, but it's not there anymore. And so, for example, here you can see New Delhi, they have a chapter. Mumbai used to have, Mumbai has a chapter, but I think Bengaluru used to have a chapter. Same thing, people weren't active enough. So part of it is you don't have an organizer and people aren't not active, then usually they don't have the chapter, you vote it to another one. So Caroline, if you want to start one in Kenya, they would probably base it out of Nairobi. It doesn't mean you have to be in Nairobi, they just name it Nairobi. You can talk to, so there's a couple ways. One is you can talk to HBS online staff, and I think there's supposed to be an email address somewhere. Yeah, how to get started. Wait, no, that's not the right one. Oh yeah, new chapter ideas. So you can join a local chapter or connect with people, but in general, you can, if you're interested in being a chapter organizer, you can complete this form. Very short form, just a few questions. And this is where, obviously they see, okay, someone has an interest there. And from there, are there enough people in the area to create that chapter? Because, so Raleigh is about 4 hours away from Washington, D.C. So obviously you can see here, there's no Raleigh. But what happened is the people in Raleigh actually were folded into the DC chapter. So despite the name, these chapters are more regional. And in fact, for me in Houston, I've done events in Austin and San Antonio as well. So the main thing is that these chapters aren't necessarily focused on one city. It's just that's the primary location.
And I think that's the benefit that we're used to online. So we're used to having people globally. And as you previously said, it's just the chapters are specifically where those people are located. So you know the organizers, and probably when there's an in-person, like a social event or professional event, that would be in that city.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one reason why there's the you know, the virtual platform as well. And then in this case, we're using Zoom, partly because I wasn't sure with switching to a new platform. I wasn't sure if using that was going to work with. Well, so one, I was thinking we might have a smaller group because I was thinking, you know, Sunday mornings is actually the best time and all that. And then I think I last saw there were 77 people signed up, which surprised me.
It's quite a lot.
Yeah, which is great. But then I was thinking, I know my Zoom account for business purposes, I can host up to 200 in the room, but I wasn't sure about the built-in platform. So I thought, okay, well, so everyone who signed up, they probably noticed, oh, there was no chat room link at the time, and then suddenly there's a Zoom link. Yeah, because I realized, wait a minute, I might need to use this account so I know that all 77 people can join. Which I didn't expect everyone to join right away. I didn't expect everyone to show up because some people, you know, things come up. But one of my theories is always for events, whether it's Connect or the stuff I do, my theory is you always want to be able to handle the surge of everyone if necessary, because if people don't show up, then great, you know, your system isn't strained. But then if everyone shows up, okay, at least you know that you can handle that capacity. So
yeah, all good.
Yeah. So
But I think there's another session in a few days where there's like let me just log in there. I think where they talk about the new platform where we can give some feedback.
Yeah, on Wednesday, I think.
I think so. Which is great.
I think it's on the 16th.
Yeah. So Thursday, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's yeah, we have a pretty good amount of events coming up over the next few weeks. A lot of them are virtual. So you can join from anywhere, but let's see. Lagos has an in-person event. And then LA has an in-person event. And then Toronto. So Lagos, LA, and Toronto, those three cities have in-person events. The rest are virtual at the moment. But a lot of us are talking about doing in-person events in general. For example, if I'm in Dallas or Houston, I can just say, hey, everyone, we're gonna go, here's a restaurant. We just meet there, and that's an in-person event, social. It's a lot more casual, not necessarily like this one. Okay, that's planned, kind of, okay, you know, how do we want to structure this? Everyone introduce themselves and stuff. So some of these events will be a little more structured. Some will be more professional. Some will be more social. And then in general, if anyone wants to host an event, just let us know. We'd be glad to help you guys set it up. Or if you're able to set it up on your own, then we just help with broadcasting. You can also join chapters as team members. So, for example, all of you in Africa right now, you could simply say, hey, Lagos chapter, you have the organizer, but can the organizer, his name is Innocent. You can ask Innocent, you know, to add you as a team member, and then you can operate wherever you are and say, hey, here's the Lagos chapter. with an event here in South Africa or Kenya or Egypt or wherever. And then, from there, once you start seeing more and more people, you can probably talk to HBS Online and say, hey, we should have a dedicated chapter based in, say, Johannesburg or Nairobi or whatever city you're based in.
That sounds great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Scott.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I guess, so for people like Rodelio, then that's maybe where he would attach to Houston or Dallas. See, for Prudence, yeah, Bogota, which is probably the closest one. Then you also have Mexico City, Miami, Sao Paulo that are kind of close to you in the sense that you can take a quick flight. And then people like Yogesh and Debba Jyoti, you guys could pick from Mumbai or New Delhi, or like I said, someone if they're in Bengaluru, they could say, hey, let's create a chapter there. So there's a lot of options.
Good.
So, actually, Kirill, have you ever gotten to talk to Igor? He's the community organizer for Moscow.
I never met him in person, actually, because I'm just joined the chapter once I recognize that there is a chapter in Moscow, but I suppose there is nobody else in this chapter except me and Igor.
Okay. Yeah, send me a quick email or something, and then I'll put you two in touch. Since you're in the Philippines, I think the closest one to you would be Singapore. I think geographically, but yeah, like I said, because for a lot of us, it's not just geography; it's also cultural, or that organizer happens to have events that line with what you're trying to do, or people from that city have the same profession. So I really encourage everyone to check out multiple chapters. And Kirill, in your case, obviously the Moscow chapter is going to be culturally, because you're from Russia. But then geographically, Tokyo and Singapore are probably the most active chapters right now that are close to you. There's also Shanghai and Hong Kong, but I think we're all aware Shanghai is not exactly active right now. And I actually have relatives in Shanghai, so I'm very aware Shanghai is not active at the moment in any way.
I really joined Tokyo chapter actually, and during our last connects, there are a lot of Filipino people who wanted to launch the chapter. So maybe it's a matter of time just to launch Manila chapter or something.
Yeah, and just to clarify, anyone can create these chapters as long as they're willing to do stuff. So the Shanghai chapter actually had two organizers. One was local to Shanghai, and the other, I think she was from Eastern Europe somewhere. Obviously, I don't look like the stereotypical American, so you don't have to be from that place. You don't have to look a certain way. So Kirill, if since you're starting a business in the Philippines, there's no reason why you can't be the organizer in Manila. Not necessarily you're in Manila, but the chapter would be based in Manila.
Okay.
So yeah, just encouraging everyone, don't feel like, oh, I have to look a certain way or whatever. It's more just if you're there or nearby, then, if you want to do it, then you can do it. Because the London chapter, the organizer, Sasha Lopez, he's actually in Swansea. So if you guys know your geography, that means he's in Wales, which is, he's about 3 hours away from London. So he's not in London. It's just that he goes there. But yeah, in general, anyone can join it. It's not to say, oh, this has to be in London. It's just here's the UK chapter based out of London. I say UK, to be honest, people in Ireland would probably hop over, so it's just kind of, it's pretty flexible.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Because I had this idea to just set up the chapter in Manila. I just thought it could be a kind of weird to set up a Manila chapter from Russian person. So I just let it over to Philippine colleagues.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine. I remember the organizer in Hong Kong, his name was Amin Vidal or something like that. And to me, it sounded like he was Armenian or Russian, but he's in Hong Kong. So,
yeah,
you know, and like I said, you know, I don't look like a stereotypical American. I didn't even grow up in Texas. I grew up in Arkansas. So that's even more rural. But, you know, like I said, it's really just whoever. The organizer for Washington, D.C., I think, I can't remember if she was born in the US or not, but I think she was Ukrainian. If I remember correctly, San Francisco originally had also a Russian organizer. LA had a Mexican organizer with an LA organizer. Chicago, I think their organizers, I think one is, I want to say the original one was Polish. So there was a stretch where a lot of the American chapters had foreign organizers. But yeah, you know, if you're active in Manila, then you know, it really doesn't matter if that you're Russian. It's really just, hey, who's there and all that. So yeah, if anyone has questions about chapters, just email me real quick, and you know, I'd be glad to answer more questions. Also, the information will be written down; it's easier to remember. And I just noticed G Morel just joined. So yeah, G Morel, you want to hop on and introduce yourself?
Hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm so happy to be here. Sorry I'm late. I was studying for a test that I got to take. I currently live in Washington, D.C. I work in finance, and again, I'm happy to be here and to get to know everybody. Thanks.
Well, welcome. You're in DC, which I just mentioned, and actually, let me see who the organizer is there right now. I think there's a new organizer. I kind of forgot. We've had a lot of people switch in and out because of the pandemic. So, oh, right. So yeah, your organizer is India Wright. And I'll send you the link privately, but you can visit her page or the DC page. You can access her profile page and all that.
Perfect, thanks.
Actually, I might as well I'll share my screen again and kind of walk everyone through how to find your organizer.
Okay.
So when you go to the chapters, you can click on any of these. In this case, so first you have to go by region, but let's say, oh, Washington, D.C. I want to see who's the organizer there. Okay, view profile. And oh, I didn't even know you could follow people. I guess you can now. You can also see, this is one of the courses she's done. I know they're not trying to make this into a whole social media platform, but they're trying to emulate some things, kind of make this a one-stop shop. So then, you know, let's say, for example, oh yeah, is there a Manila chapter? Oh, okay, there isn't, but maybe locally, oh, here's Singapore, Tokyo, Shanghai, Hong Kong. You know, maybe, okay, which one do I join or contact? Okay, so then everyone, you can see here's the picture for Al, who was here earlier. You know, stuff that he's done, his LinkedIn, you can follow him. And if you want, you can just say, okay, let me go to Al's LinkedIn. And well, you know, it's LinkedIn. And then here you can see a little bit more information about him, and he's done disruptive strategy and negotiation mastery. I'm not sure what the 2 means, because I don't think that means he's done it twice. But I don't know, maybe he got honors in negotiation mastery or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, so in general, when you navigate these chapters, you can look at the region, find the chapter, find the organizer, and then message them if necessary. So yeah, anyone who wants to create events or connect locally, hopefully that gets you started.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Does anyone have any more questions for connects or chapters, anything like that?
All good, thank you.
All right.
No, Scotty, thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Scotty.
Yeah, we'll do this again in the future. Yeah, in general, if anyone wants to reach me, so I'm putting my email into the chat one more time. I will also be posting on Telegram and Facebook and stuff like that. And then everyone who left their social media links, I will make that spreadsheet public soon. Part of it is, like I said, so people have a chance to leave their information and all that. And then, yeah, check out events from other chapters soon. There's a lot of virtual ones, for example, a global chapter led by Gwen in Canada, I think. They'll be talking about this platform, this new platform, but then some of the others will be talking about the community challenge. Some of them like Toronto, Lagos, and LA, they will have in-person events. So if you happen to be there or you're looking for an excuse to travel there, you can go there. So yeah, like I said, everyone can come and go as they please. I'm gonna stay on. It's just in terms of introducing themselves and then talking about Connect. I guess we kind of hit a stopping point. But yeah, everyone can stay on if you want and keep chatting. Jimro, you raised your hand. I guess.
Yes, I have a question. I was not clear. So because I'm based in Washington, D.C., I have to attend or log in to community organizing here in D.C. I cannot like join any other ones. Is that what you said?
You can join anywhere you want. It's just that for in-person events, you're most likely gonna go to the DC chapter for their events. But you know, if you see an event in Philly, New York, Boston, you can just go there as well. And then since I post my events from Houston, but a lot of my activities will also be online, like this one. So then you can join. It's just when you join the chapters, it's really just saying that organizer. When that organizer creates an event, you will be notified. So I actually have joined. I've joined every North American chapter because sometimes I do travel for work. I don't expect to attend every event. Well, before the pandemic, it was before the pandemic, but I had joined the chapters in places like London and definitely Moscow, because I've actually always wanted to visit Russia. And then Shanghai and Hong Kong, Tokyo, Singapore, Sydney. But obviously with when the pandemic hit, it was like, oh, I joined all these chapters, but I can't go anywhere. But yeah, before the pandemic, I had joined all these chapters. So anytime I had a chance to go to those places for work, I could theoretically check out an event there.
Okay, perfect. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we actually had some people join. There's Navneet. And then, Navneet and Paris just joined. And Georgette has joined as well. Oh, sorry, that's G Morel. Okay. You changed your name, but yeah. So I guess Navneet, let's have you introduce yourself, and then Paris. Okay, I guess Navneet's microphone doesn't work yet. Paris, let's have you introduce yourself.
Hey guys, good morning. This is Paras. I'm part of HBX. I believe 2016 I did the D-Strat. and have been kind of following part of the community. Had a chance to attend one of the connects, I believe, in 2018 on campus. Did not make it there this year, but happy to be here. I live in Los Angeles. I'm a practicing architect here in Los Angeles, the building kind, not the computer kind. And I'm hoping to, increase my network, and like you were talking about it, see if you can have like-minded people. So when you travel for work or even for pleasure, you can, meet, grow, and connect with interesting people.
All right. Great to have you here. And then, all right, so Tochukwu just joined as well. Let's have you introduce yourself. Tochukwu, I don't know if your microphone works, but you're muted. All right, I guess maybe he can't do anything yet. So yeah, I just put that's a Connect travel guide. That's the link in the chat. So if everyone goes there, that's where you can see a lot of what the organizers have started putting together for next year. You can join our Telegram group. That's where we're going to do a lot of our texting, since the Facebook group is going away soon, unfortunately. And then the new platform page, as great as it is, sometimes, when you're on your phone, when you're on the move, it's faster to be able to get on Telegram. So, if you go to the travel guide, you can find the link for our Telegram, share social media links and all that. And a lot of these things I'll share in general, but yeah, you can see we have the page for chapters, our Telegram. Here's a feedback form. We have a feedback form where you can, what would you like to see at Connect and all that. Part of it is in Boston, we also host socials before and after Connect for people to meet each other. And we definitely want to make sure that anyone who comes to Boston next year feels like it's easy to get around and connect with each other. And then, like some of you were talking about with, like Taylor was talking about with, the broadcasting stuff, we're not exactly involved with that part, but we can at least say, okay, here are some things that people in the community have said. And so, yeah, in general, that link I sent, you can also find the link for sharing your social media links. And in general, we like to say, here's a platform page where you can find events, chapters, and stuff like that. It's a bit like Facebook, you can connect with various people. And then here's Telegram, where you can text with people. And then here is the Connect Travel Guide, where you can kind of find multiple links and prepare before Connect. How do you connect with people? How do you find people? How do you maybe find people to share a room in the hotel or carpool? But then also to then say, in Boston for Connect, what can you do? What socials are we going to have? What activities will we have? And then after Connect, for those who want to travel the US a bit, here are some suggestions for various cities and all that.
All good.
All right.
Scotty and all the other participants, thank you very much for your time. I'm going to leave now.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thank you very much. It was great. And
yeah, great having you.
Yeah, great stuff. Cheers.
All right, take it easy.
Cheers. Bye.
Have a great day, Matthews.
Yeah, great seeing you here. Yeah, Kirill.
Okay, Scotty, I also need to know sign off. Thank you very much for the event, and looking forward to the next event. So, thank you. Thanks to all. Thank you very much.
Sounds good.
Okay.
See everyone around.
Thank you, Scotty, for bringing us together tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, Kirill, best of luck with your business. And like I said, email me real quick. I'll put you in touch with Igor, who, sounds like you already kind of know him, but he can advise you on how to set up a new chapter. I'd be glad to help out as well. But yeah, just in general, at least with the Moscow chapter, if there's an online event, obviously culturally, not just in terms of your personal culture, but your business culture, that is, you're probably more familiar with how Russians connect professionally. So I'm sure if Igor is putting together an event, that'd be a great resource for you as much as whatever you're doing in Manila. So yeah,
thank you. I'll send you over the email in some hours.
Sounds good.
Or maybe even minutes. Okay.
Sounds good. Yeah, like I said, everyone, if you're trying to reach me real quick, the email, just send a quick email. It doesn't have to be great or formal. Just, hey, Scotty, we were on Zoom. Okay. All right. Then, go to bed. I'll follow up and say, okay, cool. What are we going to talk about? Or we'll schedule a time. And then, because I don't need to know all the details, just let me know you want to talk and then we'll figure something out. Because I know some people you're trying to go to bed. So, yeah, I guess, like I said, I'm going to stay on a little longer, but everyone feel free to go if you need to get going. And we'll have events like this again in the future. So hopefully everyone, I'll share the social media information a bit and all that. Hopefully everyone's able to find some connections and just go from there.
Thank you.
Scotty, I'm also dropping off, saying goodbye, and have a great day, everyone. Nice to meet you here, and nice to meet you, Kirill, Scotty. I'll send you an email.
Yeah, my pleasure, Rodelio. I'll send you over already my reply.
Okay.
Yeah, even I'll take leave. It's late now. So thank you so much. A nice session. Really enjoyed, and we'll keep in touch.
All right. We'll see each other around.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take it easy, everyone.